Hi, we're recording. Happy Sunday, Sunday fun day. What's that from? I don't even know. Is that a commercial?
I don't
It's
know.
from something. I know, I remember
It's
hearing.
a sport thing, so I don't know.
Oh, so I'm so sporty. It's definitely where I know it from. Okay, so happy Sunday. I just got back from traveling to upstate New York and back, and many of us completed week 2, chapter 1 of Transform 20. Other people are obviously on different journeys, so that's just exciting, though, that this is a brand new program and a bunch of us are doing it. So super proud of that. That group is crushing it right now. It's so good to see, as well as Healthy Heroes. People are really crushing their individual journeys. We also have a lot of birthdays today, so like happy birthday, Laura, everyone. We can all give love to you. Mwah.
Thanks.
It's Laura's birthday. She's 21.
Again.
There's also Casey Lore, who's in our groups, Elizabeth Price. It's both of their birthdays, too. And I was like, wow, there's a lot of birthdays today. So it might be even more. I'm not sure. If it's anyone else's birthday, raise your hand. Okay. Thank God there's Facebook, because I'm not going to lie, guys. I am terrible with remembering dates now. Anyway, so shout out to Laura, who literally started my journey 3 years ago. I put that on my page today, but I just want to make sure you guys understand that. Like, it literally does start with one person asking you to just be in their group. No, she didn't sell me anything. Literally, it was, oh, you should do this, because Rob had bought me the 21-day fix from his cousin for Christmas. We didn't know anything about it. We had no clue what we were doing. And then we were like around Laura around Christmas time, and she goes, hey, you should join like my challenge group. We do these groups online. They've been helping me. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And she said, but you should do Shakeology with it too if you want. It's been really working for me. I know you have digestive problems, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'll go all in. But if I don't see results, I'm totally using that 30-day money-back guarantee. Like, I'm going to return that. Like, I have to see results or I'm going to give up. And I lost 14 pounds in my first 3 weeks with her in the group. And I fell in love, and my entire life has changed because of her literally just saying, you should join my group. There was no sale, no, nothing like that. No sale.
There was a little bossiness. There was a little big sister bossiness.
Yeah, but it was more of like literal love. And it was just like, that's what I think of all the time. Like, I would be 50 pounds heavier. I don't know where I'd be in my own mindset right now. I wouldn't be making the money I'm making building a team. So just remember that when you are like a little nervous to ask someone or follow up with someone or whatever it may be, just remember that literally lead with love at all times, because you could change someone's life. It may not be because of the coaching business. It may not be because of their weight loss. It could literally just be because maybe that person will become your best friend over the next couple of years. Like, who knows? Okay, so just remember that. Shout out, happy birthday. Love you, Laura.
Love you.
This call is going to be all about posting, but I want to do a couple other shout outs first. We have a bunch of new people on the team, which is really exciting. Some of them will be watching the call. One of them is definitely on here. So welcome to Melissa. She's a new coach on the team. She says G7 Think on her name on here for some reason. It's probably your phone, I assume. But that's Melissa over there. You guys can all see her. She's a brand new coach, and we're really excited. She's crushing her Transform 20 journey and getting started on her coaching journey as well. So welcome, and congratulations on being your first call, which is really exciting. So a lot of you watch the recordings because we all know that not all times are good for everybody. Oh, hello. Hello, little one.
It's my little one.
Look at her eyes.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, can they see me? And then also
In bed.
oh dear. Good night. No, I'm just kidding. I won't curse. Okay. And then also welcome to Ashton is a new coach on Emily's team, which is super exciting. Hopefully she'll watch the call. And I think her fear is she's introverted and a little nervous, but you know what? That's what this is about, is stepping out of your comfort zone, and we're all doing it. Like, many of us feel that way. So I'm really excited that you're here as well, Ashton. Donnie joined our team this week as well. He's going to be getting started with the 21-day fix. So he'll be starting that on the Jumpstart next Monday with a bunch of other people, as well as Amy. Amy's new to our team, and she's been crushing Transform 20 and has a couple people interested in 21-day fix as well. So that's a bunch of new coaches this week, which is super exciting. And then I also want to shout out Brittany, because Brittany just got off the wait list for the cruise that we're going on in a month. 2 months, a month, March something. Anyway, so that's super exciting. She got off the wait list, which means she just put in the work last year. She got on that list and was like number 7,000, number something or another. And then literally, because she just did the vital behaviors and got to SE 6 or 10 every month, she got off the wait list and is going on a cruise that they're paying for because she earned it, which is amazing. And then also, Brittany has already gotten off of the wait list for the Punta Cana trip the next year as well. So that's super exciting, and that's all just because hitting Success Club. That's all you have to do. If you hit Success Club 6 and help two to three people a month, that's what it is, and that's super exciting. So I'm super proud of you, Brittany. And Brittany's already, I'm pretty sure Brittany and Emily are already at Success Club, so shout out to you guys for that too. That's amazing. I'm super proud of you guys. Rob and I are also at Success Club. Rob's actually working a little bit, which is exciting. He's going to bed now. He's probably listening, but he's doing Transform 20 and he's sharing his journey too. So I want to shout him out. Laura, do you have anything else to add?
I don't think I do, except that, yay, keep sharing and let's keep growing. 2019 is going to be awesome.
Yes, and it's baby stepping all the way. The only thing is I want to remind you, don't stop baby stepping, because when you stop baby stepping, you got to start over baby stepping, okay?
True story. We should take a picture while we're all here and like, oh wait, no, Brittany went away again. There she is. We should take a picture. Okay, wait, James, can you make it so we can see your face? There he is. Right, his very thin face. Look at him.
Yes, results.
Right?
All right, let's see if I can get one. And okay, Laura, you do it too. Ready? 1.
Okay, everybody smile.
Great. Okay, I got it. Did you get it?
Awesome. Okay, I think so.
All right, Laura can share that with everyone. And then you guys can all put it in your social media, because that's what we're going to talk about today, is posting and social media. Before I jump into the content of this call, I do want to throw out a couple other things that you have not seen in the team page, which I urge you guys, if you can, make it in your daily income producing activities, your personal IPAs is what I'm calling them. Those are the things that I think you should do every single day for at least 5 days a week so that you can build a business. And that's whatever you can do, not what the business wants you to do, what you can do. I would love for part of that to be checking into your challenge group and posting your pictures and commenting on each other's stuff, but also just checking the team page and saying, do I have time to watch one of Brian's videos or whatever is posted that day, and just checking in to see if there's anything new coming up. Because I don't want you to miss everything, but personally, I can't reach out to everyone and be like, did you see this? Did you see this? Like, I want you guys to take a little bit of ownership of that too, okay? So I did post, we decided to do a 21-day jump start, okay? So what that is I'm gonna be doing it in the Healthy Heroes group. The one that's already going. Everyone can be on their own journey. They can be doing whatever program they're doing, but a lot of people will be committing to the 21-day fix. So if you guys aren't committed to a program right now, I would say commit to starting the 21-day fix on the 4th, because there's going to be a bunch of people doing that program. You guys can all start and do it together for 3 weeks. So it's a 21-day jump start, feeling fab in February. You can kind of call it whatever you want to call it. That's kind of what we're going to call it. Make it your own. Talk about it. You can start a list and say, I'm looking for 5 people, and write down like a name or two. And if you don't have anyone yet, make up a name, honestly, if you want to make people look interested, or say, I have 5 spots and I haven't filled any of them up yet. You can add one of our names because we're in the group. Like, it's not like you're actually like lying, but you want to kind of like entice people to join the program. So you could start a list and you could post about that, but we'll go into posting in a minute. I keep getting ahead of myself. 21-day fix, or 21-day jumpstart. It will be people following either the fix extreme, and I will be running the challenge group in the Healthy Heroes group. It'll be following that challenge group guide. So a lot of people will be focusing on the portions, portion control containers, and autumn. And it'll be a little less Shaun T this time in the Healthy Heroes group. But obviously we still have our Transform 20 group going and things like that too, okay? So I'm really urging people to do this program because it starts on February 4th. And guess what? It ends in 3 weeks because it's 21 days, which is the perfect time for people to then say, you know what, I am ready to do Transform 20 with everyone else starting round 2. Because guys, our second round, not everyone has to do it obviously, but round 2 of Transform 20 will start on February 25th, okay? It's literally just gonna go right into another round. I'm definitely going to do it, and I know some other people are as well. And I think doing 2 rounds of a new program is really, really, really beneficial because you're really getting the results. You're getting the hang of it. And guys, remember, this program hasn't released to the public yet. This is just VIP access. People can all get that. Plus, anyone you're signing up right now, I urge you, I know Melissa and Brittany were just talking about this on a thread that we're on. I urge you to sign people up with the $160 Transform 20 pack, even if they don't get the step, because that would make it $214. Even if they don't get the step, go ahead and sign them up for that if they're thinking all access on demand, because it's the same price. So it would be $160 no matter what, but this way they have access to Transform 20, and you can say, guys, this way, maybe you can do it with us starting on the 25th, or you can do it anytime before it actually releases, and it's no price difference, and you get it for free. So that's just a way of talking about it that way. Again, if you have conversations, please start three-way messages. We love them. And I think it's just a good way for everyone to kind of get the hang of it, each of us, so you can see like how we all talk to each other, and our clients and our prospects. And everyone's going to be different though. So remember that too. Like, I don't say the same thing to every person. I never really do. Like, it's almost always different. So that is the 21-day jumpstart. I'm super, super, super stoked about it. I just love new things. Like, I don't want to start new groups all the time, but I want to run random challenges and things in the Healthy Heroes group, because it just builds momentum. So this entire week, guys, we can be talking about our 21-day jumpstart group and sharing that with people and putting it on our stories and talking about Transform 20 still, but then talking about our 21-day jumpstart. And that way we're not saying the 21-day fix. We're not saying Beachbody. We're not doing all of that stuff, because people know that and they're already like, meh, whatever. I want something different. But to talk about your 21-day jumpstart, people are like, okay, you know what? I do need a jumpstart. I hear it all the time. I just need something to like get me started. I need something to like, I just need to like jump in and do something. And I'm like, okay, well, let's get you jump started. Let's do that. And by doing the 21-day fix, honestly, guys, it's 3 weeks. It's super doable, regular or extreme. And I always share that I lost 14 pounds in 21 days, and people have had results like that and better. It's an insane program. It's amazing. It's super doable. And I think that people could get really good results with that, and then maybe jump into Transform 20. Okay. So that's my announcement with that. We are also going to have a free group starting February 11th through the 17th. I haven't decided yet if we're going to do, I'd like to do something different, but it would be kind of nice to do another Shanti something or another, because it'll be a week before we do our second round of Transform 20. So we're always kind of trying to get people interested in whatever's coming up. That's the whole point of the free groups, as well as to like expose people to Beachbody On Demand, to our communities, to our life, to our support system, our community. So that free group is undecided about actually what it will be, but just know that this week focus on 21-day jumpstart and like sharing whatever you're doing and helping people maybe get into that. Also old people who have like maybe old clients or customers who have done it, maybe like getting them restarted with a jumpstart 21-day fix as well. And people can also, they don't have to do the challenge pack. I urge people to do the challenge pack because it's the all encompassing awesome solution. But people, if they're like, you know what, I really need a jumpstart. Oh, I can't afford that. Great. You know what? Why don't you trust me for this 21-day jumpstart, and you can jump in with a 3-month on demand, and let's do the 21-day fix. You know what I mean? People could do that, and that could be a really great opportunity for them. I don't want you to leave with that, and that doesn't, I don't want that to sound like we want money, but I want people to commit, and I want them to know that the best solution for doing the 21-day fix, and the reason I got the results I got, was because I went all in with Shakeology, the meal plan, the workouts, and the community. I did all of that, okay? And that's what
there has to be an exchange of energy. And I know I'm totally preaching to the choir here, but if you give someone something for free, they're not going to work for it, and they're going to give up. But if they are invested in it, you have more of a chance of getting them results, which is why we're here. And I want to say 2 other things off of what Brian was saying. I love that we're calling it a jump start, because I mean, I love 21-day fix, and what people people think, oh, 21-day fix, it sounds like a fad diet because it's 21 days, and they think, oh, 21 days I'll have the body that I want. And then when they don't, it's like, no, like it takes 21 days to create a new habit. So, and our programs, like, we want to be showing them, and this is why we have to show up on social media, is that all of this is sustainable, that this is a healthy lifestyle. It's not a quick fix. Okay. And so definitely use the word
don't go away from that yet. I don't want you to go away from that point, because that's exactly what our team and everything that I'm all about right now as well, and I think we all should be, is we don't want people to yo-yo. We don't want them to do 21-day fix and then be gone for 6 months. We want them to be in our community so that they can constantly be doing something that works for them. Because I get so tired of hearing, like, guys, I'm no shade toward keto or whatever people are doing, but that's what you're all seeing right now. And I love it for people. I'm seeing amazing results for friends that are doing keto, and I'm so supportive of them. But I'm like, is that sustainable for you? They're like, I haven't had carbs in 6 months. I want pizza so bad. I'm like, have the pizza. Like, how can you do that? So personally, for me, I want to preach sustainability and to have people in a community and a lifestyle that they can be happy with. I had wine last night, guys. I was at a party and I enjoyed the heck out of myself. Yes, I was eating vegetables all night from a vegetable tray, and I was drinking wine, and I had water in my hand almost the whole night because I didn't want to feel awful this morning. But that was something Rob and I decided. We were like, you know what? We're going to have water all night while we have our drinks. And then we didn't feel bad about it this morning. It's a lifestyle. I worked my butt off the rest of the week knowing and planning ahead that I was going to drink wine last night. And that's what we want to like kind of get into people, is like, you don't have to give up your life. This should enhance your life, not make it harder. Same with coaching. Like, I never want people to be like, oh, I thought coaching would be easier. I thought it would be more fun. Find the fun. I don't want it to be hard. I want it to be fun. I find fun in this every single moment of it. I thrive for this now. I love it. I love doing what we're doing. So you can go to your second point, but I wanted to throw that in there too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the keto thing, like, yeah, I agree. It has to be sustainable. And then the other thing is I want to encourage everyone, if you're going to do round 2 of Transform 20, which is awesome. Or if you're doing, like, I know James is doing another round of Lift. I know a lot of people are still doing Lift, which is awesome because it's only those 4 days a week. Make sure you're sharing your progress, like as your weights increase and all of that, like be sharing all of that. And for those of us doing, I don't know what your guys' plan is for Transform 20. My plan is to do the first round without weights and just the program as they're doing it on the calendar. And then the second round, add in the weight workouts. So just so you guys know, there are workouts there with weights that you can throw in if you have a day that you want to lift. And then when we do round 2, we can add in the weights and there's extra ab workouts, there's extra stretch workouts, all of that. And actually 2 more extras got added this week. I don't know if you guys saw that. So
and I think so adding more too. He's been talking about that and hinting at that. So I think they'll always kind of be adding more. And don't forget, guys, they're also going to be doing a re-release of the 21-day fix, which is why I'm kind of promoting it right now too as well. There's always exciting stuff happening, which is cool. But they're going to be filming the 21-day fix live again. So they're going to kind of be re-releasing it and doing it the way they're doing all the programs now. Like it's going to be live and just a little bit different instead of like, you know, the pre-program. Because sometimes, guys, let's be honest, when you do like the 21-day fix or something, sometimes you're like, oh, week 2, I'm doing Monday again. I already know that joke. Ugh. You know what I mean? It just gets a little like, but like when you're doing these like live workouts, like every day feels like I'm in a class with those people on that TV. Like it's crazy. It just feels so different. Like, I don't know. So I'm excited about the 21-day fix re-releasing too. So, but I love with what you just said about sharing it no matter what. Like it doesn't have to be, I lost 12 pounds because I did this program from start to finish. It can be, wow, I can't believe that I'm lifting a little bit more or whatever it is. That's why I love the Transformers too, guys. Keep sharing that because the fact that the whole point of this program is to beat your own personal best every single day is amazing. And I love that. So.
Yep. And one more announcement. I'm sure you guys saw this. Morning Meltdown, Jericho's Morning Meltdown program that's going to get released at Summit. In February, the people who sell the most challenge packs in each rank bracket get to, like, they can qualify for the test group. So that's something else to consider, that you guys could, you know, if you work your butts off in February, you'd have a chance to be in Jericho's test group. So.
Yeah, and to be honest, like Laura and I are in a higher bracket, so like I'm still gonna shoot for it, but it's like a way harder bracket. All of you guys that I'm looking at right now could definitely, like, it's a potential that you guys could be in the test group. Like you just have.
It's easier for you guys to be in the test group than it is for me and Brian to be in the test group. So really sell those challenge really packs. Cool. Yeah,
so we'll talk about that as well because we are going to talk about Team Cup a little bit too toward the end. So I definitely want to talk about that, but. Yes, and the Morning Meltdown will be awesome. That's super, super, super exciting. Also, they have a promotion this month where if you have a coach, also everyone should be going to Summit. I know many of you are, and I'm so excited about that. The more the merrier. Let's all keep talking about it. If you get someone under you that is interested and wants to go to Summit and they sign up, you get to do a live workout. One of the first people at Summit with Morning Meltdown.
Hannah Thompson and I will be working out with Jericho because she bought her ticket to Summit this week. That should have been a shout out at the beginning. So
yes, and so did.
We're going to Summit.
You're buying or bought yours, right? Summit? Melissa? You did?
Oh, wait, hold on. She's muted. Hold on. Let me unmute you. Okay, you're good.
Well, I appreciate that you muted that. But yeah, I need to get on that and order it.
So you are. Make sure you just do it before the end of January, specifically because it's on sale. And then that also gets Brittany to do that workout, and let's get you one of your people. But we can totally do this. So, and then I think Ashton might. Did you maybe talk to Ashton, Emily?
I haven't talked to her about that yet. She accidentally typed in her social security number wrong, so she has to call them and fix that before she gets anybody under her. But once that happens, then yeah, we'll go into all that other stuff.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so I'm so excited about Summit. So, okay, I want to dive into this because now we've talked about a ton of things, but it's all exciting stuff. So, all right. So the thing I really want to talk about today is posting. We hear it all the time, posting as our paycheck. I don't want that to sound negative, but it kind of is. Like, if you want to make a little bit of money, you have to kind of like be showing up on your social media. Now, the first thing I want to preface is quality over quantity, okay? So if you're posting on both Instagram and Facebook, it'll be a little different on both platforms. One of them is very visual. The other one can be more, you know, story, or they all have like different things. And there are also a ton of trainings and stuff in the, in the team page that I will be referencing randomly. So I want you to like randomly, or when I say like, oh, if you're interested in this one, go check that out. Okay, so take note. But quality over quantity. So I want you to focus on quality, okay? I've been saying this to a lot of people, but curiosity marketing. We don't want to see anything hashtag Beachbody, anything like that, okay? And it's not that it's bad, because many of us love it. And like many people out there, I talk to people every day, they're like, oh my God, I loved Insanity. Usually, and I roll my eyes at that. I'm like, you're crazy. But people love some of these programs, and they don't even know that they're technically Beachbody, or that they can get on demand now. I still meet people all the time. They're like, wait, there's like a access to get every single one of them now? I paid like $100 for P90X at one point. You know what I mean? Like, people are always like, oh, wow, that's awesome. So the on-demand, everyone should have on-demand. So I never feel like I'm talking to like people who have already heard about it. I'm like, you probably haven't heard about demand. You should be in my group, because on-demand's amazing. And especially actors that are traveling, or busy mom. There's literally, everybody could use this to benefit from it. But quality over quantity. We don't want to post all about Beachbody. We don't want to post all about fitness. So what I want to do is I want to take a minute or two right now, and we'll be quiet, and everyone can write down a couple of things. So you can make a web diagram. You can make whatever you want to do. Put yourself in the center, write your name in the center, and then some little branches or webs that go out, and just write down things about you. So are you a mom? What do you do for a living? What do you like to do? What is fun? So let's take a couple minutes and just write that out. So everyone draw a little diagram, make a little list, and write out a bunch of things that, you know, describe you, who you are, what you like, things like that. Okay? Starting now. And then some of your branch out things, like I wrote actor, and then I can branch out from actor and put Broadway, film, television, things like that. You can keep branching off from your branches. If you're stuck, think about some of the foods you like. Do you like cheese? Do you like chocolate? Do you like wine? Do you like, what do you like? You can branch out that way too. I love cheese.
Cheese is an accessory, not a food group. I had to go through that with a client this week, that cheese is an accessory, not a food group.
And I love to accessorize. Brittany, are you doing this activity? I can't see you, girl. You're muted. Okay, she's doing it.
Yes, I'm doing it.
Okay, all right. So you guys can continue doing it and listen to me, and then I'll tell you when to stop. I had someone today, I'm in like a couple different groups for different trainings and things, and this girl was talking about this, and then she also was talking about how she's like, I'm a straight shooter with my people. Like, I'm like really hard on them, and I get very blunt. And I was like, yeah, it's so funny, because I kind of am getting that way a little bit with my clients, not rude, but more like, I want to be blunt with you, and I want you to know that the results that you want, you can get, but do you really want it? Because sometimes people say that, and like sometimes people need to be coddled, but also I can't be best friends with everyone. So that's something else I wanted to kind of throw out. But she was the person who talked about this, but then told a story, and I was like, oh yes, you're speaking to my soul right now. Because I get sob stories all the time, and people just want to like me to be the therapist, and I'm like, I don't have time for that. Okay, so some of the things I wrote down were husband, actor, singer, lifestyle coach. I'm eccentric. I love to travel. I love laughter. I love fun, being funny. I love making people laugh. I like cats. I like cheese. I like wine. I love watching new films, Broadway, stuff like that. So I want to go around. I want each person to just share one thing they wrote down. So everyone, or can you unmute everyone? And I'll call people out and they can say it just real quick. I just want you to say one thing you wrote down. Brittany, can you go first?
Yeah, sure. Nurse.
Okay. Hannah Thompson.
College student.
Yes. Emily.
Girl mom.
Aria.
2 girl moms.
Ariana.
Melissa.
Ariana, stop. Stop.
We'll go back to Melissa. James.
Traveler.
Traveler. Oh, I love traveling. Laura's my travel buddy too. Let's all be travel buddies. Okay, cool. All right, Laura, you can mute everyone again if you want.
Okay. Well, do I get to share mine?
Oh God, yes. No, I'm just kidding. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Okay, one of mine is dog mom.
Okay, I love that. Laura also has like geriatric dogs. If you guys have not watched her stories, just watch them. They're so funny. Her dog will like run into a wall and he like forgets that he ran into the wall. It's really sad.
He has dementia. He's 17.
Anyway.
And Uncle Brian does nothing but make fun of him.
I do make fun of him. Melissa, can you tell us one thing you wrote down? Laura, unmute Melissa, please.
I'm sorry. I've been a little distracted.
No worries at all. Just one thing about you.
I'm a mom. Served in the military for 9 years, work in healthcare.
Love it. And we're getting that figured out too, right? So we can get that form figured out so you get your free fee.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, don't forget that. Laura, if you want to mute everyone, that's fine. Don't forget that if you have anyone who had served or is a spouse of someone who has or anything like that, they can get that their coach fee waived. So even if they're just getting the discount on Shakeology, they can stop paying the $15.95 or whatever it is if they're active or veteran, or there's different like descriptions of it, but we can look that up too. Okay. Okay, cool. So that was the activity I wanted to do. And just the whole point of that, guys, was to look at that and then maybe do it again later on your own time and just keep writing things. There's so much about you that you may not realize. And if you want to do this with your coach or personally with me and you want to schedule a time and we can dig deeper, because you could say, Mom, I'd be like, okay, great. Tell me more about that. You could dig so deep into these things. You have so much to post about. You don't even realize it. Now, you have to put in the effort. And I also want to throw out that every post doesn't have to be a novel. It doesn't always have to be all this crazy stuff, okay? It doesn't have to be like, I'm going to go into what I think a good post is here in a minute. They don't all have to be that. They can be a picture of you and your family and just like my heart, stuff like that. Like I would urge you to kind of always try to put something in there like that could maybe make people want to comment, because that just boosts the engagement. But it doesn't always have to be. Don't think of your social media as like, oh God, social media is not fun anymore. It has to be work. No, find the fun, okay? You always have things to post about, and the whole point of that was it doesn't always have to be fitness, okay? Many of us, oh my God, so my time hop is so sad, and you probably heard us say this. My time hop will be like, Shakeology, hashtag blah, 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 and it's like all Beachbody, and I'm like, oh my God, why did I do this 3 years ago? I was so excited though. Like I was literally like, I didn't feel bad about doing any of that. I was just so excited to share it because I loved it and I felt so amazing. And anyway, we know now that really doesn't work. People don't want that. They don't really like that. Like if I see someone that says hashtag keto, I just keep scrolling. Because for me personally, I don't really care about that. Like it's just not something I'm into. And a lot of people might want to lose weight, but they see the word Beachbody and maybe they have one bad experience, or maybe they just are like, oh God, I see that all the time. Something else. You know what I mean? So you just want to add curiosity. Like when they see you doing, a move from your workout, or they see you posting results and you just say my 3 weeks of this program. You don't say what it is. They're like, wow, what is she doing? You want them to be curious. You want them to be excited for you, and you don't want them to just keep scrolling. You want them to stop their scroll, okay? So what stops the scroll? Personally, for me, I think that a good post has a couple of different things, but the picture is ultimately always going to stop the scroll. And what I call the hook at the beginning of your post, that's really all people see. You may have like an awesome post written, but if people don't click see more, they're not reading it. So if you're not getting them to stop, don't put all that time into the post, because honestly, you might have like a couple people that always read your stuff, which is awesome. So keep putting it out there, obviously. And they may not ever like or comment and they're still reading it. So I'm not telling you not to do this, but find the fun and post funny things, post like silly things, post heartwarming things, and then also have these good posts. So what I think is a good post is a hook, which is something like it like catches people's attention, makes them stop and go, oh, I want to read the rest. Or ask them a question that makes them start thinking. And then I always want a question or a call to action. So say it's something like, have you ever felt like sitting down and eating a whole tub of Nutella? Most people might be like, oh, yeah, totally. You know what I mean? And they're like, I want to see what else he's going to say. Especially if you're holding a tub of Nutella. Like things like that are fun and silly. And then maybe you go into how you were that person and now like you'll have a spoonful because now you're like, okay, I can have a little bit and move on. Maybe that's what you craft the post into, but always asking a question or a call to action as well. It doesn't have to be join my team, comment below. It can be, if you've ever felt this way, put a heart emoji below, or can I get an amen? I do that all the time because I can't think of anything else to say sometimes. And people are always like, they'll put like the praise hands or they'll say amen or something, but like, or like, I love this quote. Have you ever heard this? I don't know. There's a ton of different things you can do, but try to be a little crafty with that. And you want to have like a nice question that they're going to comment, because the more people comment or like, the more engagement you're going to get, because then it starts boosting it in the news feed. More people see it. It gets spread out to all of Facebook or Instagram. And then you have more people, more eyes on your post. Okay. Also, a pain point. So we talk about this a lot. Like if you're someone who, personally, I've struggled with bulimia in the past. So I go to that a lot sometimes because that's one that's like, it was very hard to talk about, but now it's more of like I try to find the way to talk about it so that it's like helping someone. But I go into how it was painful for me, you know, and then I change it around to how I'm now over that. Or, you know, if you're someone who Laura talks about her sneak eating sometimes, or Diet Coke, or whatever it is, like she'll talk about things, or your mom, I think you've talked about that a lot too. Different things that like bring like some feelings or some, like, I don't want to say pain necessarily, but a pain point for other people too. So if it's something that, you know, other people might be like, yeah, I've totally felt that way. Then they're really listening, and then you're going to give them a solution. So then you're saying, this is what's worked for me. Not, it could work for you. You should join me. But this is what's worked for me, and I just feel so amazing, and I'm just so happy with what I'm doing right now, and I don't ever want this to stop because I just love the way I feel, and I don't want to be the person I used to be. I don't want to be the person that was depressed or whatever it is. So finding a pain point and then giving a solution is really, really good for a post, because people are like, I want that solution. I want to feel that good. You know, and then the pictures are always going to be really important. So we always talk about good lighting. You should always have a stockpile of random photos that are fun. Like Laura and I do photo shoots whenever we're together, like literally just like silly anywhere we found a waterfall in New York City one time. I don't know. Like we find the most random places, but get someone to just take a bunch of photos of you. Literally take like 3 shirts and change your shirt and take a bunch of photos, whatever. Find some fun in that too, and just be silly with it. Stockpile some random pictures of food or whatever you want to share, but pictures of you with your family, your kids, things like that can stop scrolls. I feel like relationships, kids, those always are really good. I feel like people love that. Yeah, fitness is great, but don't forget, you are not just fitness. None of us really, I don't think, are, you know, trying to be personal trainers or nutritionists, or I want to train you in the gym or anything like that. So like sharing that stuff is great, and sharing your journey and how you're getting results is awesome. But you want to share your life and how your life is, you know, perceived online. You want them to be like, wow, I want to feel that happy. I want to have that time with my children. I want to be smiling. I want to, like, you know, whatever it is. So again, it just doesn't have to be all fitness. Laura, do you want to say anything about the pain point or anything you seem like you did?
Well, yeah, no, the pain point is important, and it also makes people not feel so alone. So an example of this for me is like, and you guys know, like, I could go into like a whole spiel, like my life kind of tanked the last 6 months, and then my doctors were like, oh, your iron's really low. Let's do iron infusions. And thank goodness Brittany talked to me and told me that it was going to be okay, like, because that's what she does as a nurse. But so I had these iron infusions, and I'm feeling so much better, guys. And so that first day in the chair, I didn't know what was going to happen, but I shared that this is part of my healthy journey, me taking care of myself, having these iron infusions, and I feel so much better. And I've had so many people come to me now, and they're like people girlfriends who are like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like my iron pills work. And I'm like, well, then you need to talk to your doctor about the infusions. And then a bunch of people saying like, oh yeah, no, I've been getting infusions for years, they're so great. They help me. And then I'm like, why didn't anybody tell me? Like, someone could have helped me feel better like months ago, but nobody told me that this was an option. And so I feel like, sharing your journey is we're just helping people. And so just me, and this has nothing to do with health and fit. Well, I mean, it has to do with health, but like, it has nothing to do with fitness, but just me sharing that I'm getting these iron infusions, like has helped other people. So think about that. And also think about posting with a purpose. So it's like acting. I know we have a lot of actors or dancers on our team. So like when you think about acting and you think about your verb, like, what's my motivation? But like when I do it with my high school kids, we talk about what's my verb: to persuade, to influence, to tell, to express, whatever the verb is that you're trying to get across in that scene. But think about that when you're posting too. What is my verb? To inspire. This is an inspiration post. It can just be a quote with a pretty picture. That's all it has to be. To laugh. Yes, exactly. So think about just posting with a purpose. And I agree with what Brian said. It doesn't have to be a novel. And I forget that myself quite frequently. But find the fun.
Do that sometimes, because if you have a good story and you're writing a good copy of something, that's awesome. And that's good. But it doesn't always have to be. Sometimes we get stuck and we're like, oh, I just don't have time to write this. It doesn't matter. Get something out. But make sure it's a good picture and stuff like that too. And maybe plan it ahead of time. But it doesn't always have to be perfect or a novel.
Correct. And you'll get, it takes practice and you'll get better at it. But have a purpose.
And I had purpose written down too, so I will go into that for a second. But yeah, that's really big, because like when Laura and I were at an event in Tulsa, and we talked about a purpose, and like I was a lot of people struggle with, what is my purpose in life? What is my purpose in, many people, once they have kids, they feel like they find that. Or many people, once they find like a job that they love, people are almost always constantly looking around for like, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing? You know what I mean? So I think that when you start to share, maybe that you found something that gives you purpose, that gives you life, that you're spreading the light into other people, that you're inspiring heroes, that you're doing all of these things that you love doing, that you feel good, you feel energetic. Because remember, guys, that's our personal goal. We want to just feel good. We want to share that we feel good. If you don't feel good, we got to find a better program for you. We got to change up the nutrition, whatever it is. But you should be enhanced by what we're doing. You should feel so good and just want to share that. Something else you said. So posting with purpose, I think, is really, really beneficial too. And I love the idea of having like a word or a verb behind it too, because that makes a lot of sense too. There's something I wanted to say and I can't remember what it was. I'll get back to it, I'm sure. I want to go into also engagement posts. I talk about this all the time. Some of you are doing it. Some of you, I think that, I know what it was. I'll get back to engagement in a second. Wow, ADD. Posting about things that aren't health and fitness, like Laura just said, iron, okay? When I talked about, my shoes kind of were, but I talked about my shoes a lot because I'm flat-footed and I was having problems with my workouts and my feet hurt. I was talking about that a lot. Talking about a deodorant you found, asking opinions, asking people like, I don't really want to use this deodorant anymore. What do you guys use? It'll probably be huge. Laura posting about the dishwasher and putting the silverware up or down when you put it in. Things like that. I mean,
oh my gosh. It had like 200 comments, guys.
Yes, that's our life. We want to share our life too. It's not all Beachbody. It's not all fitness. It's our life and how everything that is going on in our life is enhanced and better. Yes, it is about your web, who you are, the funny things. But the engagement post can be silly too. Like that X one was good too. I stole that from Laura because I love that. The way you write an X. Go steal it from us. Follow Laura and I and steal. We have different audiences. It's funny. Be like, someone shared this and I loved it. How do you do this? Stuff like that. Always steal the engagement posts. They're so good. Or also like funny videos. People love the silly videos. I did one the other day with like the guy like chugging the M&Ms or something, and people went nuts on it. And they just start tagging each other, and they're like, it's just, and then you get more eyes on your stuff. Now, granted, Facebook versus Instagram is a little different because I do the engagement posts in my stories more than on my actual Instagram feed. On Facebook, I do whatever. On Instagram, I do good picture and most of the time stories in my feed, and then on my actual IG stories. I do like the fun things and the polls and stuff like that. And if you want to look at more about stories, I have a video that's in the team page. You can go find that. It's a quick little video about stories and different tips and things like that too. There's also a hashtag video. There's a quality over quantity video. There's a lot of social media training in the team page already. So if you want to get more of that, that's there too.
And also, guys, don't ever be afraid to like if you have a post, go ahead and craft it and then put it in the team page and be like, what do you guys think about this?
Yeah.
And share the photo and the copy and whatever. And we'll be happy to help you with that too. And then the whole team is seeing it.
Yes.
And we can all learn from each other.
Totally. Or if you find a good engagement post, put that in there too and let us all steal it. Like, you can all make it your own too. Like, I did one on my business page that did really well, which was like, if you Happy New Year, like we're all kind of working on goals, like what's your goal for the year? Are you trying to lose? And it was like the different color hearts, and it was like 10 pounds, 11 to 20 or whatever. And I thought it was silly because I saw someone else post it, and then I was like, we'll see if it works. And it went really well. And I messaged all of them and I said, oh my God, you can totally crush that 50-pound weight loss goal. What are you doing right now for that? That sort of conversations. I have like 100 conversations going on right now. They're not all, I haven't invited them all. I'm just talking to them about their goals. And then when I'm like, you know what, I have this group starting. Would you be interested? Like, let's jump in. Let's take it to the next level. So that's kind of like the way that we do everything with that. Okay. Great. Okay. So posting, that's kind of really all I had, because I don't want to go like too in depth, because it shouldn't be complicated. It should be simple. It should be fun. When you do your stories, I haven't really been using Facebook stories as much, but I realized the other day that my Facebook stories are getting like 500 plus views. Because I have more friends on Facebook that are actually my friends versus Instagram's like just like followers that I don't think really know me, and I don't know all of them. So like it's a little different. But I was like, I'm getting a lot of eyes on my Facebook stories, and I'm not really utilizing it because I don't have mine hooked up from my Instagram. And I always want to share to both, but those things can be awesome. Obviously the poll feature, asking questions in your polls, just doing lives, like Emily, shout out to Emily she's been going live on Instagram a little bit here and there and doing more of that too. And I think it's great. And I think more people are going to see it. Instagram and Facebook will feature you if you use all of their things. Like if you're going to use Facebook Live, Instagram Live randomly, and stories and all of the things, they're going to feature you more. They're going to throw you into the algorithms more and get you more views and things like that too. So, Laura, do you have anything to add on that? I don't want to go too in depth posting. We've already gone really long, so.
No, and you guys are doing a really good job with posting. Just keep it up, because it really is, posting is your paycheck. There is a direct correlation between how much I post and how much my paycheck is. So, don't overthink it. Just do it. And just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Speaking of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, if you're not doing any personal development right now, that is something you have to remember is so crucial. And many of us get into a little like couple moments where we're like, that's the last thing that I can do. I just don't have time. That should be the first thing you do. That should be an eat that frog thing, because your mindset is everything. And I get most of my posting from my personal development. Most of the things I'm like, I have so many notes in my, like, I text myself things all the time. And it's just like random like hooks and like quotes from my personal development. Like, oh my God, I heard that and that was a nugget and I could write an entire post. I go live almost always on my business page from something that was from my personal development. So obviously there's so many out there. There's so many podcasts. I'm listening a lot to the Rachel Hollis podcast and her one with her husband, Rise Together. And I love that. There's a lot of different podcasts that are free, so you don't think you have to buy books. I love Audible personally. I'm listening to Unblank Yourself right now. I don't want to curse on here. And I'm liking that. It's good. It's not like my favorite, but I love You Are a Badass. I love Jen Sincero, Gabby Bernstein. If you're anyone who's like a little spiritual at all, Universe Has Your Back is still one of my favorites. I might reread it. I think about that all the time now when something happens. I'm like, you know what? It's happening for a reason. And whether you believe in God or something different, it doesn't matter. It's just about whatever it means to you, and that the universe has your back, that you can, like just live your life and things are happening for a reason. And the more you put out, the more you get back, things like that. I love that one too. But also tomorrow is the National Wake Up Call. So everyone should be listening to that and or listening to the replay. It is now being uploaded to the podcast every time, as well as on the TBB 411. So always listen to the National Wake Up Call. The Beachbody Champions page is now different. It's a lot more training and things like that. So I'd make sure you're subscribed to that. And just when you have something on in the background, just click it and let the video play while you're showering or while you're, whatever you're doing, while you're getting ready, while you're doing your makeup. You have time for PD, and I think it's so important, whether it's professional development or personal development, but that is where your posting comes from. That is where your mindset comes from. Also, we're all on our personal journeys with our health and fitness. So you always have something to post about with that. You should always be starting new programs. You should always be continuing programs. You should always be sharing. Like if you start day one of a program, I don't care where you were in the last one. Some people get nervous because like, oh, I didn't finish that one. I don't want people to know. It doesn't matter. Most people probably aren't following your entire journey. You could say day 1 of this and people are like, oh, awesome, go you. They don't know that maybe you didn't finish the last one. But by like letting them follow your journey by saying, you know what, I'm committing to a 21-day jump start. I'm ready to go, whatever it is. So just know that we always have something to share about with your personal journeys too. And even if it's just a sweaty selfie, remember you can go back to that and just be like, I'm using this page as like a way to keep myself accountable too. So thank you guys for following me. Got my workout in today. Little things like that. People just want to be supportive too. Like, you can always post something. So if you guys have any questions about posting, please let me know. I know personally we're going to be figuring out Team Cup tomorrow. Laura, I am working from home. I would love to figure that out. I definitely know we have at least 2 teams. So if we have to have another one, we have to figure that out because it should be a diamond or above and 4 people below them. So I know we have enough for 2 teams at least, if not more. So hopefully everyone on here wants to commit to being on Team Cup. Basically, it's just a chance for you to be on a team. We're all going to be on a team anyway because we already are, but it'll be like a little bit of a smaller team. Hi, Cece. And it'll be like a chance for you to just push and you get prizes and things and it's fun. So I just got a new like bag from Beachbody for hitting Success Club for 6 months last year and I love it. It's like a carry bag, like a overnight bag. And it's super cute. I love it. This hat, like I have 3 of them, I think, from that. So I love getting the prizes. So that's always fun. But Team Cup is just an awesome opportunity for us to just push. And February is a good month too. January, I think, is usually a good month, but February has been my best month every year.
And okay, so one more thing I want to talk, well, yeah, I say one more thing. Well, okay, another thought is don't only post the perfect. So like what Brian was saying, if you don't finish a program, share that. Say I didn't finish it because it makes you human. Keep it human, guys. So many people have come to me and they've been like, I've watched your journey and they've watched me like not fail. Well, yes, fail. You never fail. You just gather information. Failing is just gathering information, okay, to make the next thing better. So share that stuff. When I shared that after 80-day, hi, sweetheart, that after 80-day obsession that I gained weight before I started Lift 4, like that was huge. And and it showed that I'm a real person, that we're not robots, that we're not these fitness gods and goddesses. Like, so just share the real stuff because you're real and our team is real. And so share that because people need to see that.
And on your Instagram, guys, you should have a before and after every 9 pictures. Mm-hmm. I don't care if it's the same one you always share. You can say something different about it. So I just think that.
And you don't always have to share your results. You can always share. You steal my results, steal my befores and afters, steal Brian's, steal everybody's.
Yeah, and especially for stories too. Like right now, talking about, you know, you could share ours and be like, wow, some people on my team are doing this new program and it's awesome. It's only 20 minutes. I think I'm going to commit to it when it comes up. Here's their week 2 results, like in your stories. There's always like things you can share from our team too, as well as just really, I really want you guys to focus on the 21-day jumpstart this week and getting some people into that. If you really worked hard over the next 2 days, all of you could get 1 to 2 people in that, which would just be amazing because that's helping one more person and reaching out our network to thousands of more people by helping 1 or 2 more people. So that's always the goal. It's not like, oh, I have to do this because the company wants me to help 3 people. No, it's if you want to make a little bit of extra money, that's good. But also the fact that like you're reaching out to, if you help 3 people, those 3 people can then help 3 people. Those 3 people can then help 3 people. And then that trickles out. And guess what? We're inspiring heroes. We're spreading the light, which is exactly what our team is. Inspiring the hero inside of yourself, spreading that light to other people, which is what Laura did to me. I've done to many of you. Laura's done to many of you. Look, that's what we do is we literally light your flame and you light it inside other people as well. So I love that. Bye, CC. We're going to go now. If you guys have any questions, please let us know. But I wanted to jump off here so we have the recording for everyone to watch. Make sure that if you have someone who is on the team that needs to watch this, that you tag them in the post in the team page as soon as Laura uploads it.
Yep, and I put the picture that I took, I put it under the post that said team call happening now with the Zoom link. So if you guys want to grab that photo and share it, and feel free to tag everybody. So, yay.
A day in the life. I urge you, if you don't know what to post about on your stories or something, do a day in the life for the next couple of days. Just show your day. It's super simple. Find the fun in it. Getting ready for work. Oh God, on my break, I didn't have any time to do anything. But whatever it is, Emily does really well with that too, with like her random like craziness of her daughters and stuff, and I love it. So everyone just try to do your best and just continue to share your journey, because that is everything. Your journey is going to inspire so many people. I don't even know if you realize it. I never in my life thought that me losing 50 pounds would help other people. We've had 5-pound weight losses to 120-pound weight losses on our team. We have amazing stories, and it's just because we share our community with people, and it's amazing. And I bleed blue. I love this company so much. I love the mission of just helping people feel amazing and feel awesome. And I will not stop doing it. And I will always be here for you guys as well. So let's make this an amazing week. We still have a week left in the month-ish. And then we have an entire February to crush too. So we'll talk soon, guys. Thank you for hopping on. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Good night. Everyone else go watch Rent now. I'm just kidding. Okay, bye.